Hey everyone! Today, we're going to talk about something that's absolutely critical in modern software delivery: how to make your deployments way safer. We're going to dive deep into precision traffic shifting, specifically using canary rollouts with the super powerful service mesh, Istio.
You know that feeling, right? That little jolt of adrenaline, that pit in your stomach the second you hit deploy on a big release. You're just hoping, praying that nothing breaks. It's a feeling every single one of us who's ever pushed code to production knows all too well.
So for a long time, we did things the big bang way. You just push the new version out to everybody and cross your fingers. It's a massive gamble. But there is a much smarter, much safer way to play this game. It's called the canary rollout, and it completely changes the dynamic from a high-stakes bet to a controlled, low-risk process that you can actually reverse if things go wrong.
So, how does this safer method actually work? Let's break it down and take a closer look.
The whole idea comes from that old saying, canary in a coal mine. You send your new version of the app, that's your canary, out to just a small handful of real users first. If it works, if it's healthy, then you know it's safe to roll it out to everybody else. You can think of it like a chef, cautiously tasting a new recipe before they decide to serve it to the entire restaurant.
Now, to pull off this kind of surgical traffic shifting, you can't just wing it. You need some serious tools. And this is exactly where a service mesh like Istio becomes your absolute best friend. With Istio, you basically get two secret weapons for this mission. First up is the virtual service. This thing is like the rulebook or maybe a traffic cop. It tells all the incoming requests exactly where they need to go. Then you have the destination rule. Think of this as your team roster. It spells out exactly which versions of your app, like your stable V1 and your new V2, are actually available and ready to get that traffic. Okay, theory is one thing, but let's see how this plays out in the real world. We're going to walk through a scenario and see how a team uses these exact tools to nail a perfect canary rollout.
So the team starts out real cautious. They've got their new V2 service up and running, but they use an Istio virtual service to send only 10% of their live user traffic to it. That means 90%, the vast majority of their users, are still hitting the old, stable, proven V1, super safe. And here's the magic. This is the really cool part. This incredibly precise control over their traffic, it's all done with just one single line in a config file. They just set the weight for V2 to 10. That's it. No complicated network changes, no downtime, just one line. Now, while this is happening, the team isn't just kicking back. No way. They are glued to their dashboards, watching these critical signals like a hawk. Are the error rates on V2 creeping up? Is latency spiking? How's the CPU and memory looking? They are listening for any tiny sign of trouble. And the news is good. All the signals are green. The canary is healthy, it's performing perfectly. So, with their confidence growing, the team decides, okay, let's up the ante. They update the rule to split the traffic right down the middle, 50-50, between the old and the new versions. And again, this just shows you how agile Istio makes you. It's another simple, one-line change. They just update that weight from 10 to 50, and the service mesh just handles it, smoothly rebalancing all that traffic in real time without a single hiccup. So after another period of watching the metrics at that 50% level, the team gets the final confirmation. All clear. The V2 service is a total success. It's stable, it's fast, it's ready for prime time. Now they can finally and confidently shift 100% of the traffic over to V2. This whole process is unbelievably powerful, but you have to be disciplined. So let's go over the 5 essential, hard-won rules that this team follows for every single canary deployment they do. Rule number 1. This is the absolute bedrock of the whole thing. You have to decide what better actually looks like. You can't possibly know if your new version is a success if you haven't even defined success. Are you trying for lower latency? Fewer errors? You have to set these clear, measurable goals before you write a single line of code for the rollout. All right, number 2, this is so important. You have to always know your baseline. Think about it. If you don't know what normal performance looks like for your stable service, you have absolutely no way of knowing if the new version is better or worse. Having that solid baseline data is non-negotiable. Number 3, and you really need to listen to this one. You must have a clear rollback plan. You have to plan for failure. If those metrics suddenly turn red, what do? What's the immediate action? You need a rehearsed, tested plan to slam 100% of the traffic back to the stable version in an instant. Like the slide says, hope is not a strategy. 4th rule,
It's all about limiting your blast radius.
Start small, and I mean really small and really specific. Instead of just a random percentage of users, Istio lets you get super granular. You could route traffic based on something like an HTTP header, so you only target internal employees first, or maybe users from one specific country. The goal here is to learn as much as you can with the smallest possible impact.
And the fifth and final rule that ties it all together is automate everything. Doing this stuff manually is slow and it's just asking for human error. The real goal should be to have your tools automatically watch the canary's metrics and then decide for you. Either promote it to 100% or trigger that instant rollback, all without a human ever having to touch a keyboard. So when you put it all together, the power of Istio, combined with a really disciplined, rules-based approach, you can literally transform deployments from a high-stakes, nerve-wracking gamble into a controlled, data-driven, and honestly, a much safer plan. So let me ask you, your next deployment is coming up. Is it going to be a gamble, or is it going to be a plan?